going to go over just a few sharing basics in order to help people out that may want to share doTERRA at whatever level. It doesn't matter. When I started out with doTERRA, no one helped me to learn what it was to share doTERRA. So I was reading everything I could. I was watching videos, and I made it totally too complicated because everything I saw, I thought I needed to do. And the stuff that I was seeing made me believe that I needed to know it all, okay? Totally untrue, okay? Now I know, because of Lisa Zimmer, that we keep it totally simple, all right? We don't need to know it all. In fact, it's better when somebody asks a question to say, hey, good question, let's look it up. We can Google it. We can look it up in our reference books, okay? I wanted to use oils for pets and animals, and it was before Janet Rourke had her stuff up and going, Dr. Janet Rourke, as much as she does now. Now she even has a book, okay? Just a little wee book, but it's power-packed. I thought I needed to know everything about that too, okay? Totally untrue, okay? So now it is really fun to share doTERRA, okay? I was afraid to ask people to share doTERRA before. I was afraid to ask people to, include their friends and families. And I was denying those people this opportunity to help others. You know, it was crazy because it was so complicated. I didn't want to burden anyone, okay? And now it's just really, really fun, okay? So why did I, as a person who spent over 35 years as a criminal defense attorney, why did I choose doTERRA? Why doTERRA? Well, first of all, it works, okay? These oils are amazing. Second of all, I dove deep into doTERRA as a company, their integrity, the nature of the compensation plan. I even read this book because of being a lawyer. This is a lawyer's case for network marketing. This is a former police officer and former federal prosecutor in Canada, Pamela Barnum. And I even communicated with her to make sure, is this network marketing for real? Okay, can it be done in an ethical, legal way that is totally high standard? And she said yes, okay? All of the good qualities that a network marketing company should have in order to be doing it to those high standards that she outlines in this book, all of them doTERRA has and more, okay? So this is the best time to share doTERRA, okay? Many people know about essential oils, all right? The world now is in a situation, as I said, it's June of 2020, where we want to empower ourselves to take control of our healthcare. So having these oils in our house, we can be our first line of healthcare and our actually almost totally inclusive line of healthcare. The other reason is because if you are involved with a quality company like this, you have residual income. So instead of just going to work, punching a time clock, getting that salary, and that's what you get. When you build a doTERRA business the way that we know that it's good to build it now, then you will have residual money coming in, even in hard times, okay? So I want to show you a couple of things about how we get paid, because many of you may just want to share casually with your friends. Some of you may want to supplement your income. Some of you may want to actually replace your income. So doTERRA has this pamphlet, this booklet called Build doTERRA, doTERRA Build, a business overview. What I like is some of the stuff that it talks about in here, okay? Much of it makes it too complicated again, but let's take out the bits and pieces that can help us. So financial freedom, whether you just want to make a car payment, whether you want to pay for your oils, or whether you want to supplement your income or replace it. There is a story about a area where they had no water. And this gentleman was hauling buckets into the village so that he could get paid to help people with getting their water. And he thought and thought, and he said, there has to be a better way. So he spent hours and hours for weeks and weeks and weeks digging a line and putting in a pipeline so that he wouldn't have to haul those buckets. That's what doTERRA is. It's a pipeline. And when he turned on the water and people could come and get the water, he didn't have to work all those hours hauling buckets. And his hard work paid off, okay? As I said, doTERRA is an incredible partner. Whether you want to just pay for your oils, help friends and family, and don't care about even making commissions, because they're here to stay. Their growth rate, as you can see, is incredible, okay? We have expanded so much now in these crazy times that for the first time ever, we're having supply issues. No one ever anticipated the excitement about having these natural solutions that actually work right there in their home. I love doTERRA because we're changing the world. And we call it changing the world one drop at a time by helping people to take control of their health care, but also by empowering people financially. So here's some of the possibilities that I think are good to see, okay? Whether you want to just, and I shouldn't say just, it makes a lot of sense, establish a few people underneath you so that you make the basic kind of amount, which is about $300 a month. I go to the low end of these scales, okay? And you can go on up to incredible amounts of money, okay? This chart does not go past diamond, but there's blue diamond, presidential diamond, and then people who have built multiple presidential diamond teams, okay? They are making an incredible amount of money and they are supporting a lot of people because this is a company that you're building. You're an entrepreneur. Where I'm at, which is in the middle range, and I'll tell you why I'm there now, is because it's because I was chasing those other shiny objects. I was trying to do things too complicated. But where I'm at, it is certainly more than enough to supplement income. doTERRA has several ways that you can earn money. One is called the Fast Start bonus. And without going deeply into these things, the Fast Start bonus is a commission you're paid when somebody is newly enrolled so that you can basically support yourself while you're helping other people. We also get paid from our downline. We also get paid for structuring people that we help and support. And we also get paid a certain portion of the company's profits, all right? So there's basically 4 ways to get paid, okay? What I love to do is I love to talk about what it is you want to do, okay? Do you just, want to dabble around with doTERRA a little bit and get your product paid for? Easy peasy, no big deal, okay? If you want to supplement your income, and put some more time into it, also easy peasy the way we do it, no big deal. And if you want to make a commitment and replace your income, there's plans and methods in place to structure and build your doTERRA business much quicker than I have done it. So I want you all to benefit from what I have, the mistakes I have made, the complicated craziness that that unfortunately I went through, okay? You don't need to go through that. So now, how do we do our doTERRA? We use, as I said, Lisa Zimmer's system. It's very, very, very easy, okay? The first thing that I want to tell you is it's based upon these trifolds. You've seen me talk about them, okay? What Lisa Zimmer did to begin with is she took, just like there's a build booklet from doTERRA, there's a living doTERRA booklet. And it's one that we used to review with our new customers and leave with them, okay? We used to buy these, all right? Instead, what she did was she put everything you need to know in this simple trifold pamphlet, okay? So what we use these pamphlets for is we use them as calling cards. Rather than a business card, we give them to people. We use them as a template for class, okay? We use them to help people enroll on their own. I said it, okay? I've given tons of these pamphlets out and people actually open them up, they read it, it makes sense to them, it's easy and simple, and they go in because my information is in here. I put it on the back and I put it on the front, and they go in and enroll. You don't have to print it on yours. You know, we have these, and I'll give them to you with blank. They're in our Facebook, they're in our website. You just can write your name on with a Sharpie and your ID. And on the back, you just put in your website that doTERRA gives you. And if you don't know about that yet, we can talk about it. It's free, okay? And then you put in our group because you don't need to create another group. I already have done it and we can share. Okay, so how do you use this? Okay, you use this because it's simple and you just read it. You don't need to overwhelm people, all right? You use this when you are enrolling people along with what Lisa calls the 60-second enrollment. All the 60-second enrollment is I would say to you, hey there, Jane Doe, how are you? I'm so glad you're interested in natural solutions. You know, let's say you've met them somewhere and you set up an appointment because they have some issues or some pains and they want to talk about stuff with you, okay? Let's say they've reached out to you because, you know, you smell good and you feel good and you look good, okay? And you say, hey, great, you know, we'll set up a time to talk. You set up a time to talk because we don't just, necessarily enroll on the fly, although with the 60-second enrollment you can, and I'll show you how, okay? You ask her about what she's got going on. It's all the focus is on her. You tell her about the lifelong vitality because it is the foundation. You tell her what it costs. You keep quiet and listen and take notes because you'll use the notes later. You then suggest to her 2 different kits, that's it, that will help her with what she's got going on. A larger bottle one and a smaller bottle one. If you look at our starter packages, they're all set up that way. She can either add the vitamins now or add them later. Or maybe the Healthy Habits Kit is the one that she wants to start with. The vitamins are in there. Either way, don't overwhelm her. You do not need to talk about the products. You don't need to talk about the oils, okay? Maybe a wee bit, okay? But if you do, keep it simple. Address her issues. It's all in the middle of the trifold, okay? When she makes the decision, you say, you know, or ready to, you say, so how do you want to get started? And boom, they're enrolled. They're Zimmered, okay? I've taken screenshots of the parts of this, sent it to people texting back and forth, and they enroll. It's easy because overwhelm, which we used to do, equals inability to make a decision. okay? If you keep it simple, people can make a decision. Here's an example. If I say to someone, where do you want to go to dinner? Or what do you feel like eating tonight? Too many options out there, okay? And they're going to go, I don't know, whatever you want. But if you say to somebody, do you feel like going out for Chinese food or you want to go grab a pizza? Easy. They're going to tell you which they want. Let them tell you. When I was making it too complicated, people would say to me, interrupting me, so how do I get this? Because I wasn't telling them how, okay? We need to make it easy for them. So all you do is, if you want to build up a business at all, even just to make your own oils cost, you just find your two people. Easy. Mother, daughter, sister, brother, cousin, friend, neighbor, I don't care who it is, as long as you know and trust, and they know, love, and trust you. Then you help them to find their two people. And that's it. They use the Zimmer trifold. We have trifolds for just about everything. There's a sharing trifold, which you give to somebody if they want to host, whether it's an online class or an in-person class, because we're opening back up, okay? It lays it out easy peasy. We have a growing doTERRA trifold that lays out the easy business concepts, okay? Keep it simple. It's easy, all right? So you say, well, why would people buy without sampling? There was all this sampling going on with essential oils for the longest time, especially even doTERRA. I have come in contact with people who have shoe boxes of samples. They didn't know how to use them. They would say, why would I buy doTERRA? I have tons of it here. People keep giving it to me. You don't need to sample. When you buy something at Amazon, and a ton of people buy essential oils online, they're not sampling. It's nice if somebody has an oil experience, but it's not necessary. As a matter of fact, if you sample someone with an oil and it doesn't work for them, unless you follow certain procedures to give them another alternative, you may have lost them forever. And they would lose the opportunity to have these oils in their life, because we know our chemical makeup is different. What works for me for a headache may not work for them or for you. So sampling doesn't do them any good unless you are willing to spend an inordinate amount of time and money on sampling, okay? So not chasing shiny objects. We hear, and I get it in my email and I get it on Facebook all the time. Try this system, pay for this system. Big top leaders in doTERRA, the ones who are my great grandparents, okay, are running programs all the time, charging people for them. And they have found that most of those programs, people do worse than they had done before. Focus on what's simple, keep it simple and fun. Let's say you enroll somebody. Okay, what do you do then? You follow up. I'm there with you. I can help you follow up. Our follow-up is easy. I have my oils now. What? This is the front, the first page of recipes, and the second page of recipes. Keep it simple. This explains to you what you talk about. This was made years ago. Things have changed. It doesn't matter. We don't need to redo it, okay? It gives us something to talk about. It talks about, we used to get stickers with our orders. We don't anymore. It talks about the stickers. Great, you can add them on an order for them, okay? Not a big deal. It talks about hosting a class, so you're not afraid to talk about it. sharing with your friends and family. It talks about how you look up things and our references, like those books that I referred to. All right. And now you say, well, Jane Doe, let's go back over what your goals are. She'll tell you her goals. You show her how to use the products she got for those goals, and you use some of these simple recipes for her. Easy. Okay. This recipe here has allergy stuff, immunity stuff in here, energy and focus, sleep and calming, all of our wonderful recipes that you hear us talking about all the time. This is empowerment, okay? I forgot one thing that I want to tell you. When someone enrolls, remember, we don't sample. We don't give away stuff to people who are to lure them in, okay? Instead, we spoil our existing customers. So when somebody gets an account, we send them a goodie bag. Easy peasy. All this stuff is right in the Builder FAQs, in our Facebook group, in our website. You don't have to send it all. In the beginning, I would send or make a roller with the new customer. Some of you may remember that. It's easy, okay? I love to give them a little book, okay? A reference book. This is packed with information. You buy them for $1 each, but they're gold, okay? Because it teaches them right off the bat how I look things up, okay? In addition, I love to send them the samples. Beside a roller, I love to send them samples. So we'll send them samples of things that are not oils, so they understand doTERRA has other wonderful things. Shampoo and cream rinse, toothpaste, lozenges, deep blue. These are all samples that are totally inexpensive that you can get right through doTERRA. We send them trifolds because during our follow-up, we want them to share with their friends, okay? We want people to have the opportunity to be empowered with doTERRA. Whether they get a lifelong vitality or not, I give them 6-day sample to start on lifelong vitality. You say, well, 6 days, what's that going to do? It's been proven that people are going to feel a difference in 6 days. And this brings them up to only a half a dose, okay? So it really is an incredible way to spoil your customers, all right? So let's say now that you have enrolled them, you follow up. Now what do? You add them and tag them in our Facebook group. We will support them together. I go live every week. We do member-only workshops. We post informational things and how-to stuff. We have challenges in our Facebook group. Daily Healthy Habits Challenge, Master Your Metabolism Challenge. And we will soon have the mental, emotional well-being challenge loaded in. If someone needs to know the foundations of health, you tag them in that Daily Healthy Habits. If someone needs or would be blessed by learning about emotional well-being, when that challenge is up, you post it, tag them in there. All it is taking them through a how-to over the course of a bunch of posts. They can go through it on their own. Remember, this is about empowering people. You don't need people to be calling and asking you every question. You want to empower them, okay? So we will educate them together. As you are more confident, you will post more in our group. You can tag your new customer or older customer in a post that may be relevant to them. How would you know that? You made notes originally, so you know where their pain points are. You know what their health goals are. okay? But we will educate them together. So let's say you decide, I don't even care about making any money. I just want to help my friends. I just want to bless my family having these oils in their home. No problem. We say to that other person, great. I will enroll them. I will work to support them. And that, remember I told you, you get that fast start, which is actually 20% of what they order. I tell people, I will give you half of that in product. So if the fast start was $40, for example, like on a healthy essential kit, I would say to that person, great, thank you for sharing doTERRA with your friends. Let me offer you up to $20 worth of product. I'll order it for you and send it right to your house, okay? I have talked to people that really don't want to get the product, but instead the money would bless them. So I PayPal or Zelle them that money. No big deal, okay? Because that's a person that they brought in. And just like when I was a lawyer, lawyers have referral fees and things like that. We thank and appreciate people for sharing doTERRA. All right, so if you do want to make commissions, then there's a few simple rules. Very simple. One, you need to have 100 PV order at all time in your LRP cart. You need to process 100 PV order in a month that you want to earn commissions, okay? Or fast starts or anything. The computer scans at different times. So you want to make sure you always have 100-point value in your cart at all times. Why does doTERRA do that? I thought about this and I go, well, we know it's a lot cheaper than starting any other business, okay? We know that we're going to use these products anyway because it's cheaper to run our house and less toxic using these products. I pay less to run our household than when I shopped at Costco because I get everything except food and paper products. I get everything through doTERRA, okay, for in the house. Why do they do it? I said, They want us to be what's called a product of the product. I had no clue what that meant. Not a clue, okay? Now I know. When you look at my before and after pictures, you know I'm a product of the product. I've lost weight. My skin is better. My hair is healthy. I'm vibrant. I have energy. I don't nap. I don't get sick, okay? I don't get headaches. I don't get stomach upsets. My immune system is high. I'm living proof that this product works. There are many companies that are network marketing companies that they just developed a plan to make money and they stuck a product in. That's not doTERRA. doTERRA has an incredible product that works. And they built an even more incredible compensation plan around it because that's the way they roll. Just like in dealing with the farmers where they source the oils, they could do like everybody else and just take advantage of them. No, not doTERRA. They pay them a fair wage, more than fair wage. They pay it regularly, meaning every month. So those farmers can let the fruit, for example, like an orange, really ripen on the tree. They don't have to sell it to make money when the market's high. doTERRA operates the same way that they want us to operate, okay? So you say to somebody, you know, if you'd like to make commission, that's all you have to do, okay? I like people to understand if they want free product, it's 125-point value a month. I spend more than that a month, but it's less than Costco to get my detergent, hair care, skin care, cleaning products, all of that, okay? And if they are with you, if they've locked arms with you, then you say to them, for all of us to earn money quicker, if you have 150 point value order each month, that brings us to what I showed you earlier, that power of 3. What is power of 3? If you have 3 people underneath you that are on LRP and ordering, in addition to you ordering 100 plus a month and them ordering 100 plus a month, if everyone on your front line plus you equals total of more than $600, you get $50. When the people below you, 3 of them, have 3 people, they each get $50 and you get $250 a month. When that duplicates again, each of those third level people get 50, the second level people get $250, and you get $1,500 a month. Do we build for power of 3? No. We build for good structure. But we're cognizant of power of 3. We build to support people. We build because we love taking care of the people. If you just try and build for power of 3, which I was told to do in the beginning, everybody's sitting there on your front line, and you know what? You don't know how to support all these people. Okay? So whether somebody wants to earn commission or not, it doesn't matter. We can help them. Whether somebody wants to just earn, a couple $100 a month, maybe a car payment, we can help them. All right? So what happens sometimes? Sometimes I'll see somebody enrolled someone. You see that in your back office. I'll call up that person. I'll go, hey, congratulations. You enrolled somebody. That is so cool. Tell me about it. Okay. And then I acknowledge them and I will make sure to send them something. Okay. Because in doing that and appreciating them, they realize that we're all in this together, okay? So it's really easy to get free stuff. You can someone can refer one of us, a friend, family, or whatever, and we'll help them. And we give that person free stuff. Or they can enroll them on their own, okay? So I hope that cleared up some things for you. I hope that it's able to open up a dialogue on how simple it is. So remember, all it is using the trifolds. You can even, and you'll see if you think about all the classes I've done, I do it reading the trifold. You don't have to be amazing. If you're amazing, somebody else can't do it or thinks they can't. Okay, they're intimidated. Just read the trifold. What are essential oils? It says it right there. Why doTERRA? How to use the oils. What the oils do. How to get the oils. And about our lifelong vitality. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, okay? We have trifolds that can help you to enroll other people. Nail professionals, salon owners, okay? Medical professionals. I keep them in these pencil bags. It's really easy. You just print them at home. You get the HP Smart Instaprint printer. They cost me about 3 cents each to print. Real estate professionals, okay? And it shows the stats in here, how sales improve when you diffuse certain oils. Okay, we have a trifold for nurses, and that one is unique because that one is for nurses to show other nurses how they can supplement their income or replace it when they're eventually retired from nursing. So it's easy peasy. We have a 60-second enrollment, and we have a system in place so that you can add them and tag them into our group. You don't have to create a whole nother group, and we support them together. So I hope that helped. And I know that we lost Cheryl here. But for those of you who are watching on recording, if you have any questions, just call me, 847-815-5010. Look in our Builder FAQs, and we can work through whatever your questions are together.